Hi, everyone. You are in for a treat tonight. I hope everyone can come in the building and join me. Let me just add some stuff here. Let me see what I can do. Um, Bear with me, y'all. Y'all know I'm new to this. But tonight I have a treat for you. I don't know if you had the opportunity to see this story on the news, but there was a young lady from Detroit. Someone stole her Benz and she reported it to the police and she reported it to them. She had to keep calling them for days and days and days because, she was looking for her car. Well, she took matters into her own hands. She went on her social media live, asked people to help her find her Benz. She eventually tracked down the guy who stole her Benz, and I'm going to let her tell the rest of the story. So give me a minute, everybody. Welcome into the room, Bianca Chambers.
How you doing, everybody?
Hi. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for coming on Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva. Tonight you're a part of the Gray Tribe, and I'm so happy to have you. I am first of all, you are so brave. I can't even believe it. I talk a lot of mess, but I don't know if I would have been able to do what you did. So tell everyone your story just in case they did not have the opportunity to see it. Go back in time and tell me that day exactly what happened. Like, you had your car and what happened. How did you discover your car was missing?
Monday, I was shopping on 8 Mile and Woodward. I was at a store called Marshall's. I remember when I first walked in, when the cars was messed up, and I bumped somebody. I remember somebody I saying excuse me to someone, and I grabbed another cart and just kept moving. I come back outside, my car was gone. Called the police, reported it. Then when I got home, I posted it on social media to let everybody know if you see my car, just report it to the police or something. That Tuesday, I was receiving messages from people telling me like they see my car in different areas. So I drove to the east side to see if I will be able to see my car. Drove all the way over there. I didn't. Um, I got tipped that my car was in an area called Brightmont, and my license plate was missing. I was like, that's not my car. I'm looking like my plate probably still on my car. Hours later, as I'm leaving from the east side, I'm driving. It's about 7:40. Driving down 8 Mile. I look up. It's my car. I'm like, oh my God. I took a picture first because I'm like, this is just crazy. Like, you driving and I just look up and see my car. I called the police. They like, ma'am, don't follow the car. Just pull to the side and wait. I'm like, wait, like, oh my God, like my car is like in front of me. So I tried to drive behind him for a minute, but he ended up pulling down because he ended up seeing me. So I was like, oh my God, like I see him. Time for about 8:40, I get a phone call like, B, your car is at the store. I'm like, at what store? They like, your store at the hookah spot. And where I'm located at is next door to a hookah store. So
Okay.
I'm like, okay. I drove there so fast. I pulled up. I'm like, oh my God, this is my car. Like, but on my way there, I called the cops 2 times. Then when
Okay.
I got there, I called the police again. I'm looking like, man, listen, this story sounds crazy, but my car is at my building. Like, it sounds strange, but my car, they was sitting there chilling, like having a good time. Like, they just had bought hookah. So the girl was throwing a little tip off the car. I was like, oh my God. Like, it was kind of dark, so I didn't want to approach the car.
Right.
And I was just hoping that the police would have pulled up because they be in the area a lot. So I'm like, dang, I hope they pull up. I ended up getting out the car because I seen a police officer drive past. I tried to flag him down. He didn't see me. Right when I got out and did that, that's when the boy pulled out and looked at me like the boy and the girl looks at me like I was crazy. I'm like, oh my God. I didn't want to chase. I was just like, man, I hope I see my car again.
So wait, so you kept seeing your car for days before you actually caught the person who took
Yeah.
the car.
Yeah.
Okay. So you think when they saw you, they was recognizing that you were the one that owned the car?
I don't know. I'm not for sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can't even tell you. I just know that, like, I didn't say nothing to him. Like, I didn't even get out the car and say, "Hey, you were in my car." I didn't say anything. I just like I recorded it, like on my phone. I did what I supposed to do. I called the police. I didn't call
Right,
my family. I didn't get a chance to call anybody. I just called the police because I'm looking like, they could be able to help me. I'm a girl, so hopefully they can help me.
right.
They never came. They never came.
The tips you were getting, were they from your post on Facebook asking people to help you find your car? Was that's where the tips were coming from?
Yes.
Okay,
So
okay.
like the community was like helping me like find my car because I'm looking like I'm spotting my car. That Tuesday, the police from me reporting that I seen my car on Tuesday at 7:40. They didn't call me back to 12:44 to tell me, am I still at the gas station? Nobody in Detroit chill at gas stations for hours.
Right,
It's just too dangerous, like too dangerous.
right.
So that Wednesday morning, I was at my store and I get a phone call that he walked into a barbershop trying to get his dress retwisted. They didn't do dress there. So he was like, I didn't notice that was your car, so he pulled off. And it was the missing plate. I'm like, dang. Next thing you know, that Wednesday, I'm at work. So after that phone call, 10 minutes later, I get a call. B, your car is at the towers. I'm like, the towers? What is the towers? They like 7 days west. If I step outside my store, look down, it's literally driving in the car 3 minutes from there. So I was like, oh my God, I'm not driving. Like, how am I to get down here? Somebody was like, girl, go get your fucking car. So I'm like, okay. I went down there before I even got down there. Like, I didn't call family. I didn't call nobody. I called the police.
Okay.
As I'm driving, I seen the cop. I said, hey, it's emergency. Follow me. They're like, oh, we'll be over there in a second. I was like, oh my God. So I drives over there. I call the police again. I'm like, oh my God, I see my car. She like, ma'am, you sound. I'm like, listen, it doesn't sound right, but I'm looking at my car. It's in front of me. Still never called none of my family members. I didn't call nobody. I'm still calling the police. I get on live and was like, y'all, look, my car is sitting here. Police ride past me. They told me it was a kidnapping site. So I'm like, okay, understand, because that's way more important.
Right.
But nobody ever showed up. Nobody never came until I took matters into my own hands.
Okay. So what we saw was Facebook Live or wherever we're streaming from. And you saw your car and you decided to slash the tires on your own car. I guess you were afraid if the guy came out the store, he would get in your car and drive away and just you still wouldn't get your car again.
Yes, that's how I was thinking. Everybody like blocking me, and I'm like, no, like I wanted my car back. I don't want my car messed up. I want my car. I work hard for that car, and I want my car.
Right.
I just slashed the tires. I wasn't thinking about the cost of the tires. I wasn't thinking about none of that. I just slashed every single last tire because one tire you could get away. 4 tires, you ain't gonna make it too far. And
Right.
4 tires had to go.
How was he driving the car? Like he did something to make it start?
He had my keys. He had the keys to the car.
How did he get the keys?
Pickpocket me.
Oh, so that when he bumped into you, so you're saying when you was getting that card, when you went into the Marshalls and you was getting that card, he pickpocketed you?
Yes.
Wow. So did you figure that out afterwards? So when you came out to find your car, to look for your car, You looked in your bag or whatever and saw your keys was missing?
Correct. And then I'm
Okay.
outside, like I'm going through it, like I'm sick. I'm screaming, somebody stole my car. This lady like, what car? And I was like, I have a white Benz. This lady was like, oh, it's parked next to me. I think it's cute. I was like, she said, calm down, just relax. I'm gonna go over here and see it was over there. But I knew exactly where I parked at. She did park next to me. She came back and was like, okay, we're gonna call the police because it was gone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So you called the police. When you called them and told them that your car was missing, you also told them that the keys was missing too?
Yes.
Okay. And did at that point, did you have a description of the person that bumped into you? Did you put two and two together? You
No, I did
didn't.
not. No, I did not. The only
Okay.
way I got the to know who he was because he was next door to my hookah store.
Okay.
I seen him that Tuesday, later on that Tuesday, but I did not know. I just knew he had dreads. I didn't know what he had on. I did not know exactly what he looked like from there.
Okay. All right. So you get these tips from the good people on social media to help you find out who he was. You go to this spot, you slash the tires, and then you go in the store where he is, and what happens from that point?
Um, at that point, like I didn't know if he was big, small, tall. I didn't know nothing about this person. Um, I really wasn't thinking. Ask questions like I really wasn't thinking because I was just like literally fed up to the point that you're not about to just keep driving in my car. So
Right.
I just went in, and I mean, 7 Days West is a mixed business. It got a lot of stuff in there. Sheesh.
You
Um,
okay?
sorry about that.
Mhm.
I walked in and I was just like, "You got that BS out there?" He said, "No," and I just hit him. But you're lying. Like you lied to me the whole time I was there. Like you lied to me. You stole from me. You left me stranded somewhere, and I could have had my kids with me, and that was just bold. But yeah, I just wanted my car back.
Right. Right.
So I just wanted,
I
that's
mean,
all. I just wanted my car back. I mean, I just look at my situation like I'm not sorry because that's my car. I
right.
worked hard for my car, and you're not about to steal from me. And then drive around in my car where I could see you. I could see if you went out of town, you went anywhere else, but you
Hmm.
were still in my comfort zone. You were still in my area, and I had a lot of important stuff in my car, and you had my store keys was in there. Like you could have went in my store, you could have did anything. So yeah. So that's how. But
Okay.
I most definitely recorded everything. I recorded every step of the way. Um, because I was going to find my car one way or another. I was going to find my car. I was driving around looking for it. Sometimes I gave up, like, you know what? I see it, but I was getting too many tips that people seen my car.
Right, right. All right. So you get there, you approach him, and you say, are you the one that had my car out there? Something to that effect?
Yeah.
Okay. And what did he say when you said that?
He said no. And I just said,
Um, so he denied it.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
But then afterwards, he like, I bought it. Like, he bought my car.
Mm. Okay, so he changed his tune and said he bought it. Which I'm sure to people that might have been riding around with him or that saw him could have possibly believed it because he had the keys. I guess how else would you have this car and have the keys to the car? He said he bought it, and then what happened from there?
Um, the fight happened. Um, then I walked outside, and that's when The people in the store was holding him. So they
Okay.
like, but I was angry at that time. Like I was explaining to them, like, listen, this boy just stole my car and been
Right.
driving around my car. I have a whole business. You pull up to my business. And at the same time, I never called nobody. I called the police. When I
Right.
walked in the store, I didn't know nobody. I walked in there by myself.
Right.
Walked in with me. I mean, I just wanted my car back.
Right. Okay. So you want your car? We saw a little bit on the video, some dreads being snatched. Um, was he apologetic afterwards?
No,
Really?
no, because the police tried to take the keys back from me because he thought it was his car. So my car was in my friend's name or whatever.
Okay.
So he had to pull up with the title. And, they were still believing him that this is his car. If this is
Oh,
your
so
car,
even when the cops came, he was swearing that was his car.
he said,
Wow.
I'm not a thief. I don't steal cars. I'm a good kid. I said, you are okay. And um, next later on at home, I got home looking him up. Oh, you're a thief. Like you've been stealing cars for years. Like I don't feel no sympathy for no thief.
Right. Right. So your friend had to come to the scene of the crime with
Mm,
proof that that car was his and he was the rightful owner.
correct.
That is crazy.
Yep.
So,
Because he kept saying that it was his car, and I'm just like
well, did they ask him for some ID? I mean, because it has to be registered in your name if it's your car.
he said it was his car.
All right. So when they finally got proof that it was not his car, they arrested him.
Correct.
Okay. And then you got the keys back.
Yes.
Okay. But y'all obviously had to tow the car from the scene because you had slashed the tires of the car at that point.
Yeah. I
All
won't.
right. So I will say this. You're very fortunate. I don't know what was going on in his head, but he must have really thought in his mind that was his car because that's the way he was driving around town, like it was his car. You're very fortunate because you said the keys to your store was in that car. So in the midst of that, did you change the locks on your store? Did you have another set of keys?
Yes, I did. Once I
Okay.
got the car back, the keys were still in there. Like I was surprised. The keys were still in there.
Okay. But you had already changed the locks. But this had transpired over like 2 to 3 days, right? That you were looking for the car.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So everyone, I hope you got the grasp of what happened here. Your car was stolen when you was at a Marshall shopping.
Hmm.
Someone bumped into you and pickpocketed you. So was your bag, that was your bag. So obviously your bag wasn't closed. Was it in your bag or in your pocket, your keys?
It was in my purse, so it's like a little Burberry keychain, and you
Okay.
probably just seen the keychain, not thinking that it was a Benz, key on there, and I'm just like, like, mm-mm. I got to get my car back. I have to get my car back, like because my son has a disability. I feel like if I stood out there, because I was out there for an hour, my phone had went dead. So I was just like, I was really going through it. Like, it's not making no sense right now. Like, how? And I went back in, and I even went the next day to Marshall's trying to look at the cameras. I even had to hire a lawyer because I'm looking like, I need to know what's going on. I need to see who took my car. They're like, oh, we can't show you. And I was like, oh my God. Like, I want to know who stole my car. So
So you were doing a full on investigation. You might as well go work for the police and be a detective. You put out to the social media to help you out. Then you went back to the marshals and asked them, "Can you look at the footage?"
I went the next day in the morning.
Wow. What did you ask to speak to the manager?
That's who I spoke to. I asked her, It was an incident here Monday at 3:20. I want to know who stole my car outside. And she told me that they couldn't do that. I would have to wait to the police. I have to wait for the police and yeah, wait for the police. And that wasn't no help. They told us that day when I made the police report to sit and wait. And they were going to come back and tell me if they seen it on the camera. So the lady that stayed with me the whole time, she just kept telling me it's going to be okay. And I'm looking at her like, no, man. Because I had some very important things in my car and that day, and I was like really, really hurt that that my car was gone.
Wow. One of the commenters said you were very bold. And yes, you were. But tell me the lessons you learned from this, because it seemed like you had a lot of stuff in your car. You had the keys to the store. You said you had some other important items. So hopefully you learned that you'll never keep all of that stuff in the car again.
Yeah, I'm learning my lesson not to keep valuable items in the car no more. Um, shit. I mean, sometimes you gotta do sometimes you gotta do your own job. This Detroit, so
Okay.
people cars come up stolen every day, and
So you're saying in Detroit where you live, the crime in the car theft is bad.
oh, the car theft is bad. It's bad, like ridiculous, every day. Someone's stealing the car. Since this happened, people have been calling me like, "You should help me find my car." Like people been asking me like to help them find that car, but like bad out here. People steal cars bad. But I would never think somebody would steal my car. People don't steal car like that. So when he first stole my car, I'm like, oh my God, he about to chop my car down. So
Yeah.
I thought about every foreign car dealership. I mean, every foreign person place. I know that it takes a minute. You got to call around. You got to sell parts. So I'm just like, whoo, baby. Like I have to find my car. And then it's like, for me to see my car with my own eyes and for everybody else to see my car, I
Mm-hmm.
was like, wow. And then for me to see you that Tuesday, like Tuesday really did it for me. It just threw
Okay.
me off. I didn't even feel safe no more because I'm like, wow, you got my address. You got
Yeah.
my keys in the car. You got everything in there that you can confine me. So
I didn't even think about that, right? All of your information. Yep, yeah, I guess Lucky, like, I guess he's just a repeat car thief, and he just wanted a car to drive around in. So luckily it didn't go all the way to the left. So we do, and a writer said, did you recover all of your stuff that was in your car?
mm-mm,
No,
no.
no. Okay. All right.
I wish, but no. I probably would have still had it in there that Tuesday if the cops would have pulled up when they were supposed to.
Right.
Because four police cars had passed me by that day. So it was just like crazy.
Someone help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm really very thankful for all the people that was helping me find my car. Like it was in the area. Like you didn't go too far. I could see if you drove out of town, I would have took that.
Hmm.
That's okay. But my car was seeable. I was seeing my car. Everybody think I'm in the wrong, but to me, I don't feel like I'm in the wrong. This is Detroit. I don't have time to sit here and ask questions. You in my car. I see you foolproof. I call the police. I ask for help.
Oh, so you're saying people were saying you were in the wrong as to what happened once you found him?
Yeah, guys. I
Oh,
should
really?
step to no guy, but y'all should
Well,
know.
were they saying you were in the wrong because perhaps it could have went a different way, or were they just saying you was wrong?
I'm
Period.
a woman. Women
Uh-huh.
should step to men. So I mean, I did my job. I did what I was supposed to do. I called the police.
Right.
It's never helped me. He could have took off in my car again. I mean, I wasn't sitting there, I understand what everybody said, like, oh, he could have shot you. I wasn't thinking about none of that. I really wasn't.
Yeah, you wasn't thinking at the time. I did get that when I watched the video. So if you're saying that they were concerned for your safety, that I do understand. Because when I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, she's very bold, but so fortunate at the same time because anything could have happened. But I do see your frustration, and I understand how you were searching for this car for days, and you were doing the right thing by calling the police, but they couldn't seem to help. I wonder if because they're so immune to it, if you're saying it happens so much in your area.
See, it happens so much. I was trying not to have them chase him because that's what happens out here by the time. Normally, when cars come stolen, they're gone. They're chopped up, they're gone, they're sold, they're out of here.
Right.
Just so happened that you were still driving in my car freely and I seen it. I wasn't trying to let the police catch you because this is Detroit. They're going to, if Michigan State Police pull you over, I mean, they get you, they're going to chase you. And chases don't end up good here.
Mm.
So I think I did it the right way. I got my car back on 4 flats. It's fine.
Right.
I'd rather it be 4 flats than anything worse. The front, the back.
Right. Your car chopped up and sold in pieces. Okay. All right. So you didn't recover everything that you had in the car, but at least the store keys was still in there. And you did get your car back as you stated. So the other part of this story is you are an entrepreneur.
Yes.
You have your own store. Tell us about your store.
It's called Taste of Honey Boutique. I'm located on Schoolcraft in Greenfield, 13565 Greenfield. I sell women clothing, just fashion. I've been in business for about a good 4 or 5 years now. And at my location I'm at now, I've been there for 4 months now.
Beautiful. And I know you're building on your website, so it's a nice thing. You got an entrepreneur in the building, and you're going to build on your website. And once your website and all of that is up and running, you're going to send that information to me, and I will update in the description all of the information so that people can buy stuff from your store. So, what got you? How did you get into fashion and want to open your own store?
Um, I was like, man, I need to think of something that I would like. Like, I like interacting with people. I like talk. I'm not an online person. I like women to try on clothes. I like storefronts. I like people come in, just trying on clothes and tell me what they think. So I just like the fashion. I just like selling clothes. I like helping women out, making sure they look cute and look good.
Nice. Okay, wonderful. I like that. And what you have on, is it from your store?
Yes, I used to have this at my store. It's sold out now.
Oh, nice, nice. Look at you. Okay. And I love your hair. So what's going on with your hair? What do you have?
Um, full locks, some little locks twists.
Okay, it's beautiful. So, because like you said, now people are asking you to help them find their cars. Um, and what tips would you give someone in the future? Of course, like you said, your emotions were high when you went through what you went through. What tips would you give someone who perhaps in the future may be in a situation that you were in?
Get two GPS systems on your car. Don't just get a dealership GPS. Get your own GPS on your car. Because I feel like these dealerships and insurance, they know exactly where your car is at. So the day when my car came missing, they knew. The police knew how I wasn't trying to wait. I feel like people should just invest into getting a GPS system on their car. So you can track your own car down, but they said it's not good, but GPS.
Okay.
Yes. And call the police when you see your car.
Okay, guys. He said, yes, GPS and call the police when you see your car is stolen, or if you happen to spot your car somewhere. But wait for the police to come, right? That's what you really should do. So I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad that he was actually caught and he is, locked up now, I guess, and doing time for his crime. And that it turned out this way. So I do see how people could say that it could have turned out a little differently. And I guess we got to say thank you to the people in that store that helped you out also. There were some people in the store that helped, right?
Correct.
Okay. So it, that was a good thing too, right?
Yeah. 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 Uh,
Yeah, no.
it wasn't the right thing to do, but
No,
I'm
it
just,
wasn't the right. Oh, so you're saying they got involved. I thought they just held him down until the cops came.
huh?
We could leave it at that then. we'll, we'll we'll leave it there. I get it. I get it. All right. So, but how long but once you did see him though, how long did it take for the cops to get there?
Oh, they was there fast.
Oh, they were.
Okay, the call was for assault. The call was never for. Okay, they never got a call. No one ever showed up for a stolen vehicle. So that day, I was the one that was supposed to get arrested because they were called for assault. I was supposed to get arrested. So basically, that's what I'm getting charged for felony assault, like assault and battery.
Mm-hmm.
But they never came at me. Then the next day, everybody like, it's breaking news that you're getting charged. I'm like, what? And then I look, because the first day they said the boy said he wasn't gonna charge me.
That's what I read.
Mm-hmm. So yeah. So I haven't heard anything else about it. They said they weren't gonna mess with me, so I left it at that because the boy said he wasn't gonna press charges.
Right. Oh, okay. So he did he ever get charged with the stolen car?
Yes.
Oh, he did.
Mm-hmm.
He did.
It's a new article out now.
Okay, okay. I thought that's what I saw, that he did get charged, and I did see that they said they wanted to, because they said I guess allegedly like what he was doing wasn't considered a citizen's arrest. It was considered a little bit more, but we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it there. And like I said, the good news is you do have your car now. Did you get the tires fixed?
Mm-hmm. Somebody
Okay.
offered. Someone offered. I was like, really? Like I slashed my own tires. I
Oh,
slashed my own tires. Like you really want to help? I'm like, okay, thank you. But yes, since then or whatever, I've been getting a lot of, black girl magic. Like you're a superhero. Like girl, like I'm just like I didn't think that this would have went this far. Like
mhm.
I'm just thankful that I got my car back, and that's all I really wanted was just my car back. But
I think we definitely get that message that all you wanted was your car back.
I had to say that
Um,
that's all I
and
wanted
I
was
think
my car
I
back.
think the black girl magic is coming from your bravery. And like we said, of course, I think emotions, I think it was a lot of high emotion.
I was
Because like you said, you just needed your car back. And you had
yeah.
other stuff in your car. You had the keys to your store. And like you said, I didn't even think about this, your address, all of your information.
Mm.
Um, I can see how the emotions were high. But
So
I
it's
also
like I'm like God, like I had a lot of personal stuff in my car, so I'm looking like once somebody steal from you, that's like when somebody snatch your purse. Us women
mhm.
carry everything in our purse, so it's like oh my God, like you have everything. Like I was going, I should never stop there. That's just how I felt. I should never stopped in that area. And but
Oh, you mean the area where you went to the Marshalls?
yes, because I normally don't cross over 8 Mile like that. So it was just like, dang, like, but it was Marshalls and my daughter's birthday was coming up. So like all this kind of had threw me off for my week because my daughter's birthday was coming up.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, did she have a good birthday in spite of all that happened?
Yeah, my mind was still everywhere. So it was like everything was very last minute. But yeah, she had a good time.
Beautiful. And that's what's most important. So I mean, now you will move a little differently, right? In terms of your purse, the way you carry it. In terms of what you leave in your car.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. So anything else you would like to say to everyone?
no.
All right.
Just stay safe, ladies.
Yes.
Just stay safe.
Stay safe and be mindful of your
Just yeah,
surroundings.
pay attention to your surroundings because like I was very, very like hurt. Like, how did I make that mistake? Like, how was I that careless? Like, cause I kept blaming myself. Like, man, like, girl, like, what was you doing? Like, was I on the phone? Like, I'm sitting here trying to think back. Like, God dang, was I on my phone? Like, dang, did I drop my keys? Like, what the heck? Like, how's my car gone? Like, man, like, I just had my keys on me, and then my car just gone. But so I just tell ladies, pay attention to your surroundings and just be safe.
Yes, pay attention to your surroundings before you go in the store and you get out your car. Make sure you secure everything in your bag and you zip it up or close it up to the best of your ability. And like we said, don't leave too much. You know how we are, females, ladies. Don't leave too much important stuff in your car.
Correct.
Yeah. Well, girlfriend, I want to say thank you again. Let me just make sure, let me put on my glasses here to see if anybody had any questions for you. Or I did ask you the one because someone said, you know, did you recover um your stuff? Let me just see. Let me just see. I think anybody have any questions out there? Oh, she said stay safe. Somebody said make sure you stay safe.
All right.
But you're absolutely beautiful. I'm glad that you're okay. I'm glad that it didn't turn out that they reversed it and pressed charges against you. And I'm also happy that you got your car back. So thanks for visiting us. Come again and tell us more about your store and all the items that you sell in it. I'm glad that you're helping the ladies stay cute
Yes.
because it's really important. And I'm glad that you know you're an entrepreneur doing your own thing, especially during these times. This is a great time to be an entrepreneur, especially everything that went on with the pandemic. So I'm wishing you all the best at your store out there in Detroit. Okay, stay away from that Marshalls. I guess was it Marshalls? Yes, yes, yes. But you know what? The people help you, and that's amazing.
Yeah, like I was surprised because I wasn't thinking. You when you so angry, like you don't think like now as I watch the videos, I be like, wow, my voice changed 5 times. Like I'm not an angry person. I'm a happy person. I'm very peaceful. It's just like when I'm angry and somebody makes me step out that element, I don't like that. And he made me step out my element. He made me not feel safe.
Right, right. And safety is everything. Oh yes, and I gotta make sure you let us know when your website is active. We
Okay.
got some people that definitely want to support.
Okay.
So thank you so much again. It
Yeah,
was
people will
such
go
a fun having you.
follow me
Huh?
on my they can follow me on my Instagram page.
Yes, tell me what it is. Or can you type it there in the chat?
Oh yeah, that's right here.
Yeah. We'll definitely follow you on Instagram. Okay, let me see. It went through my private. Okay. Taste of Honey Boutique. Oh, that's beautiful. I like that name.
Thank you.
Where'd you get the name from?
Oh man, I was thinking of a lot of things, crazy things.
So yeah, so I'll make sure. Let me put that. Actually, I'm gonna put it in now. All right, so I think I put it in there. Everybody, Taste the Honey Boutique. Follow her on Instagram. Okay. What is your other site? Any place else you want them to follow you?
Nope, just on the boutique page for right now.
Okay, perfect. All right, everybody. So follow Bianca on Taste of Honey Boutique on Instagram. She would love to have you follow her. Stay safe, girlfriend. Thank you for stopping by. Hey, Precious. And happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. And I'm glad you got your car back and thanks for stopping by.
Thank you,
You're welcome.
everybody.
All right, guys. So that was Bianca Chambers from Detroit. You can look up her story, you can Google it, and you can see the full story that happened. I know that she couldn't tell us too much because, like she said, when the police arrived, they did not come there. To initially arrest the kid for a stolen vehicle. They came there wanting to arrest her for assault. And but thank God the young man did not press charges. I mean, he is known for, from what I read, he's known for just stealing cars, had a history. So he decided not to press charges. So that's a good thing. I mean, I'm sure when you go back and you look at the videos, you'll see that her emotions got to her. I mean, imagine, somebody violating your privacy. You have your car, and I'm guilty of this, and so it's a lesson to all of us. You have your car, and your car, you just leave all types of personal items in your car, and now your car is stolen. And I didn't even think about it. As she stated, that person now has your address, they have a lot of information about you, and they can do anything with that particular information. So imagine how scary it is. And she went to social media. I mean, look at your people out there are really doing your thing with this going live on social media. She fanned out to the people and they helped her. They kept telling her, your car is here, your car is there. But on the flip side, guys, that can be extremely dangerous. So my tip to you is, if your car is stolen, report it stolen, call the cops, call your insurance company, and let them deal with the stolen property, because she was very fortunate that her situation didn't go to the left. She was very fortunate. And we got another tip from her too, that you should make sure that you secure your pocketbook when you go in the store. That's another bad habit of mine. Like, I just have my bag all open, my stuff is everywhere. And unfortunately, there are still some shady people out there. I didn't even know, this is going to sound so crazy. I didn't even know people still pickpocket. When I lived in the city, and I would take the train and the subway and the bus or whatever, I always heard about people being pickpocketed. Like, people would steal men's wallet right out their back pocket. People would come up next to you and, steal something out of your purse. But I've been so far removed from the city for so long, I just never even heard of that in this day. Like, people, are pickpocketing you. So you just have to be careful, and you have to be mindful. So I'm so happy that she stopped by to kind of tell us her side of the story and her information. And as she stated several times, she just wanted her car back. She got her car back. And she's fortunate too that someone has offered to give her 4 new tires, because she slashed her own tires. Because again, she was determined not to let this criminal, this thief, get away one more time and continue to drive her car around the town and taunt her. Imagine your car is stolen, and everywhere you go to Target and you're like, wait a minute, that's my car. You go to the shop, right, and you're like, that's my car. And you call the cops, and I mean, understood, they have a priority of things they have to do, but coming to find your stolen car is not something that's top on their priority list. Anyway, I think that the Detroit Police Department should give her a honorary badge, and she should work for them in the stolen property department, and should probably help them get back more stolen cars than they ever got back in the history of their existence. And maybe her story will also give these people, that these thieves, they get a second thought before they go and try to steal someone's car. So people might be wondering, why did she say, they came there and they was ready to press criminal or assault charges? Is because when you can see the video, this is on a video, it appears, I don't want to say what she did or didn't do. It appears like, when they found out that he was the thief, that, he got dragged out by his dreads. That's what it appears like. I can't say, what happened, during that, after that, or whatever, but it appears that he was dragged out of this store, out of the seat by his dreads. And I don't know what happened after that. But anyway, thank God the young man is in custody. Maybe he has time now to think about his thieving ways. And maybe this time, whatever time he does or does not do when he gets out, he will think twice before stealing another car. And hopefully he'll think twice before stealing, period. So, guys, I want to thank you for joining me on this live tonight. Again, that is Bianca Chambers from Detroit. Her story was on the news. You can Google it. And she has a boutique. So she's an entrepreneur. And her boutique is called Taste of Honey Boutique. Follow her on Instagram. She loves to help females dress cute. And listen, when you go out at night, you got to be cute. Or when you go out during the day. Right now, she does not do online orders. Everything is in store. And I like a kind of old school. I did retail all through college. And I love the touch and feel. Buying stuff online now, I do it because it seems like that's the way the world is moving and we have no choice. However, I love to still physically go to a store, see the items, touch the items, try on the items, and then purchase them. Because I hate this trying to send stuff back in the mail, which I usually end up not doing. But anyway, guys, there you have it. It was Bianca Chambers from Detroit telling us her side of the story, and all she wanted was her car back. So thank you for watching. Don't forget, hit the like button, chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. Share my video with your friends and family so that they can come to my channel and get to know me also. And if you're not a subscriber, subscribe and become part of the Gray Tribe. Tomorrow night, I will be live again at 8 p.m. I am speaking with a young lady who is living with alopecia. She, is a beautiful young lady. She also, in my eyes, is a fitness guru. She said she's not, I don't think she's a personal trainer. She is just someone who learned this on her own and has mastered it for herself. And she's in phenomenal shape. But she's going to talk to us about, dealing with, her hair loss and, how she's living her life and how she became comfortable with accepting, her condition. So we'll talk to her tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Join me live. Thanks for joining me today, and we'll talk soon. Bye.